Hey, what's up, everybody? I decided to do some blogging today, you know what I'm saying? And I may continue to do this for a while, but there's a lot of things that I want to get off my chest real quick. And I figured this would be one of the best ways to do it, you know what I mean? As far as coping with what I'm actually dealing with, right? And so today's video is going to be talking about how to deal with a narcissist. Now, I know they're really hard to identify. You know what I'm saying? They're really hard to identify. They try to blend in with everybody else. And when things hit the fan, you know what I'm saying? When things hit the fan, they want to play the victim role, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's really crazy on so many levels because I'm going to tell you guys right now, me personally, I'm dealing with a narcissist, right? I used to be in a relationship. I'm not going to say the person's name, but I used to be in a relationship with someone where, you know what I'm saying, where certain situations would go down and I would help them. But when it happened to me, they didn't really help me like that. You know what I'm saying? There was a couple of red flags that popped up right away as I was dealing with this narcissist. You know what I'm saying? And narcissism is so dangerous, you guys. It's like you guys got to watch out. And you guys got to be careful because it's like if you don't notice it, it can continue to consume you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And it can really eat at you as time goes on. So I'm going to give you guys some pointers with this video. And first and foremost, I would like to thank you, each and every one of you guys that's watching this video. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot for somebody to actually talk about this topic because it happens so much. It doesn't matter where you're at. You know what I'm saying? You could be at your parents' house. You could be at work. You could be even in a store shopping somewhere, man. Narcissism is everywhere. It's crazy, you guys. And you guys just got to be real careful out here because I'm telling you, it is crazy, like what you can encounter, especially when you try to match your energy and it just falls off because the feel of the person. You know what I mean? And so, anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys about narcissism and things to look out for when it comes to narcissism. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really crazy. So I'll give you guys like some examples, right? So here's one right here, right? You could talk about a situation that you was in with an individual, right, where the thing that you did was right. Like a person tried to convince you to do something, but you didn't want to do it because you just didn't feel right. And then they want to turn around and make you feel guilty or guilt trip you and turn around and try to play the victim, but yet you pointed out that person's behavior and you just didn't want to do it because you had that gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's just one primary example to talk about. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to narcissism, man, it's just really, really crazy out here, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to narcissism, especially in relationships. Now, relationships, that's a big one because when it comes to relationships, right, you're with somebody and you want to dedicate everything to that person, right? You want to just be with that person, just make everything work no matter what, right? And it's just like, while you're in the process of doing that, you end up being taken advantage of, right? You end up getting taken advantage. And you don't realize it because you're so deeply in love with this person and you really want to make things work. So you put things aside, like family, for instance. I know you guys can relate to that one when it comes to family. Like when you're with somebody and they try to keep you away from your family, you actually end up doing it without almost realizing it. And it gets really, really crazy because, next thing you know, your friends will notice it, your cousins will notice it, and people will end up checking on you. Like, that's how bad it could be, ladies and gentlemen. It's a psychological mind game that they'll try to play with you and try to make you feel wrong. Like, for instance, like if you want to hang out with your family, right? Like if you're in a relationship, right? And you want to go hang out with your family, you just want to just go hang out, with your friends even, right? Going out somewhere just to, have some separation time. There ain't nothing wrong with that to keep a relationship fresh. You know what I'm saying? But a narcissistic person, for example, will do everything in their power to make you feel bad. They'll do everything in their power to make you feel belittled. They'll do everything in their power to make you stay under their web, from you doing those things. And you'll actually feel bad when you shouldn't even feel bad, because that's what a normal relationship, of people, what they do. You know what I'm saying? They do other things. They don't stay together all the time. As a matter of fact, if you stay together all the time with somebody in a relationship, I think that's really unhealthy on so many levels, by the way. You know what I'm saying? In order to keep a relationship fresh and to get away from narcissism is to be someone's peace, not somebody's headache. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You don't want to be somebody's headache. That's the number one thing, because it's like, if you start becoming somebody's headache and they still deal with you, okay, don't get me wrong, that could be some real signs of love, but at the same time, that could be very narcissistic, because you're trying to trap that person, by having them feel bad for you when they shouldn't be. And they're just, just doing them, you know what I'm saying? Just by separating and just having their me time, you know what I'm saying, with their family and friends. It's okay to have separation every now and then while you're being in a relationship. That's how you keep it fresh. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's just, it's crazy, man, just dealing with people that are narcissistic, because they try to be controlling. They try to manipulate you in so many ways. And they just think they're right all the time. Like, they can never be wrong, and everything has to go their way or the highway. You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous, because I see so many people deal with it all the time. Trust me, I used to deal with it myself, but I don't deal with that crap no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm single now. You know what I'm saying? I've been single for the last couple of years, and I'm loving it, to be honest. I mean, is it the best thing on the planet Earth right now? No, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather be by myself than to be with someone that's trying to be manipulative in so many ways and play psychological mind games and just try to belittle you no matter what. And that's just not cool, man. It's not healthy at all whatsoever. It's not healthy for you. You know what I mean? And so, to everybody that's watching this video, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, by the way. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. That helps, with this algorithm, you know what I'm saying? And leave a comment about how you feel about this. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment if you've been in a relationship where it's been really dangerous for you, where it just completely changed you as a person, right? Like, it changed you as a person. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you had so much going on, and you were like that person, that guy or that girl that people would hit you up out of nowhere just to hang out with you because your energy was on point. Everything about you was on point. But when you got into that relationship with that certain individual, it just flipped upside down. Have you ever been in a situation like that? I'm pretty sure we all have been there. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we all have been there. And so what I'm saying is, specifically in this video about narcissism, you got to be really, really careful, because it's really dangerous on so many levels. Like, it can mess with you mentally. Like, that's how bad it is. It can really get in your head, and it can make you think, or that person can make you think you're doing so many things that are wrong, and they can make you feel a certain type of way, but you're just okay just the way you are. But that person has so much power over you mentally with that narcissism and being controlling, from a psychological standpoint, that it can really mentally mess you up. Like, I'm not making this up, you guys. Like, I've seen friends of mine that have been in this situation, and it has completely changed them for who they used to be. Like, they transformed into somebody that was super depressed, from being really happy and active to really down low, downright depressed. And it's crazy, you guys. And to anybody that's watching this video that is still currently dealing with a situation like that, I pray, seriously, out of all seriousness, I pray that you get out of the situation. I pray that you choose yourself first. I pray that you take that first step and really start to live your life for really what it is, and not having that person have that control over you. You know what I'm saying? Or your mind, because it can really mess things up on so many levels when it comes to narcissism. But anyways, it ain't just with relationships, man. Narcissism is everywhere. Like even at your job, you know, your coworkers can have you feel a certain type of way. You could be doing your job just fine. You could be doing everything just right, perfect to the T. You know what I'm saying? But if that person if there's somebody that's jealous of you and they envy you, they could do everything in their power. Like they could be in a higher position than you are in your job, and they could try to like belittle you, and they could try to find little things about you, or they could try to catch you off guard and literally try to get you fired from your job. Or they can make you feel like you're doing your job wrong, but you've been doing it right this whole time. Like that's how narcissism works, ladies and gentlemen. And then they can turn around and act like the victim when you try to call them out on their stuff, and you try to report them, and they turn around and try to flip things on you, and that could be crazy in itself. You know what I'm saying? So narcissism can happen everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Narcissism can happen in the workplace. Narcissism can happen even from hanging out with your friends. I'm not saying that when you're hanging out with your friends that narcissism is not included, because narcissism could be everywhere. So it could even be with your friends too. Don't even get it twisted, man. They might not even be your real friend if that's happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, it can even happen with your parents too. Now, don't even get me started with that, because I could go on and on and on and on about that, man, because narcissism can happen with being with your parents too, as far as like the decisions that you make or trying to hold you back from your true potential of what you got going on. Like it can happen. It can really happen. Like narcissism is everywhere, man. You just got to be really mindful and just be really careful as you carry on with your everyday life. And just do things the way you want to do them. You know what I'm saying? Like go out there, do what you were destined to do for the day, handle your business, handle your duties. You know what I mean? Go to work or do whatever you got to do, man, to make ends meet. But don't tolerate people's mess either, because if they see that they can get away with certain things with you by testing you and just by like, I don't know, just by like guessing like what you're going to do next, or just the type of person you are, they're going to take advantage of that. And you can't let people take advantage of you, ladies and gentlemen. You got to step up for yourself. You got to step up for the people that you love. And most importantly, you know, you got to just stay true, most importantly, to yourself as an individual, because trust me, I've been there before, ladies and gentlemen. I experienced this. Like all this stuff that I'm telling you, I experienced it before, and I'm no longer dealing with it no more. I'm breaking away from the chains, and I'm living freely with my life. No matter what happens, I'm just going to take one step in front of the other and just do what I need to do to live a wonderful life. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be wonderful all the time. Things are going to come up every now and then. Things are going to happen every now and then. That's just a part of life. We all deal with certain situations with life. It's like a roller coaster. It goes up and down and turns around and zigzags and all that stuff. But you know, to those that's watching this video and that's really dedicated and that's tuning in, I just want to let you know, seriously, hang in there. Hang in there. Put yourself first. Don't get me wrong. It's okay to love people. You know what I'm saying? Because the world needs love right now, most importantly, more than anything. But, you know, yeah, most importantly, love yourself. Put yourself first. Have love for other people. Be careful of where you surround yourself with your energy, because energy is highly contagious and it's important too as well. So always be careful with your energy. Keep your energy conserved. If you see someone that matches your energy, perfect, go for it. You know what I mean? And go ahead and match your energy with that individual. But energy is also highly important too as well. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you guys, I got love for each and every one of you. I'm going to try to post a video every day. I may not have touched every topic of narcissism, but I think you guys get it from watching this video, especially if you made it this far, that it is a very nasty thing, ladies and gentlemen, and people will try to take advantage of you. You just got to try to point out the little key factors or the indicators of that individual or the situation that you're in, and just identify it and come true to yourself, come true to terms with yourself, and fight back. Not physically, but just fight back of, you know, falling into those traps, you know, when they present themselves, you know, at any given moment or time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Please leave a comment below if you dealt with any of the situations that I talked about. And until next time, Peace out and give it a thumbs up. All right. One love.